So I was looking, and I've been seeing some rumors about this Switch Pro coming, right? And
Yeah.
it was very ambitious. I loved the idea, but there's just not a chance. They were like, "This is gonna be the Switch Pro will be able to do 4K." I was like, "No, it
No.
won't be able to."
I gotta say, I would be just a little bit upset because one of the reasons I held off on the Switch is when like this, at the start with like reading on the specs, it's like maybe like a pro version would be the time to buy in. And then like last year, I was like, you know what? I'm tired of waiting. It's not gonna happen soon. It's time to buy in.
I remember you saying that. Like, I'm gonna wait till they put out a version with more storage.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, they did a like a silent update, so yours probably has better battery life than the launch Switches. That was a thing that they did kind of
Nice.
quietly. They were like, "Hey, so for all you handheld players who want to play for more than 3 hours, here you go."
Yeah, consoles at launch are not the way to go.
But I did it anyway.
But I
Honestly,
did
don't buy
it
shit at
anyway.
launch. No matter the industry, no
Ever.
matter the product. Wait for an iteration.
Well, because like
In
even
everything.
if it's good on launch, it'll be better in a few months. Regardless.
And then another exciting thing about in the same vein was that supposedly the leaked name will be the Super Nintendo Switch. So like throw
Hey,
it
that's
back
kind of
to
cute.
yeah.
I love
Called the-
it.
That'd
Nintendo
be
Switch
a
people.
cool. Well, I'd be down with that.
I accept.
I'd be, silently seething at my regular Nintendo Switch.
The Switch U.
Well,
Oh my god, that would be
Switch
great.
Pro is lame, right?
Yeah. Because there's nothing
Introducing
professional
Switch
about
64.
Well, so we noticed that the processing power was just a little lacking, so we built a base console that your Switch has to connect to.
it.
An adapter to the second
Stack it.
console.
Let me stack it.
I'm ready for just like, the Switch Lite? The opposite of that. It's only in docked mode ever.
Dock mode only. You can't. It doesn't come out. See, and you like pick up the whole thing.
Joy-Cons don't work. Try and
The
plug
Joy,
it in.
no, the Switch Lite, it's not Joy-Cons. It's just one thing. Yeah, the home version, you can't dock the Joy-Cons on there. You have to plug those in separately. By the way, they don't charge at the same time. Like there's only one.
Don't charge at the same time. That happens already. It's the worst. And why are you holding scissors?
Oh, I was putting stuff away and
Cutting all his dusty hair off.
It's its air.
The PC was acting up, so I just, snip, snip.
I threatened it. I threatened it. Yeah.
But yeah, I saw it. So I was ready for something in a Switch Pro leak, but 4K was not what I was expecting.
Mm-hmm.
So is this episode 5? 5. Look at us go. We've been at this for 6 weeks now. It would have been
Honestly,
5.
we had 2 episodes that didn't get released, so
Yeah.
our 7th
Don't
sit
tell
down.
them.
Yeah. I mean unreleased content. Patreon only.
Yeah.
Premium.
Only fans.
Pilot.
Oh yeah. Like way down the line, we can release the pilot episode
and charge money for it.
Yeah.
We should
all
all
the people who have
Well,
supported
like-
us the whole time.
refilm it, and we've all just got like less done up hair, and like lower the video quality a touch so it looks like we're at like exactly. Maybe make it look. Seat us at like a white table, just like a fold out white table, so it looks like we're at an audition.
Table read.
Yeah, exactly. There it is, table read.
I think we could have changed something right here. I don't like the way it was phrased, so I just wrote it myself. Um,
I
we'll
don't
just run
think
it
my
though.
character would do that.
This doesn't feel Gib to me, you know.
Yeah.
So
Is this something Gib would say?
Do you think Gib would actually care, about this?
What's Gibbs' motivation?
I think Gib's really going to be into Star Wars. I'm just going to jot that down real quick. Gib is a Star Wars stan.
I just
Gib
made
would
it up
never
right now.
Star Wars.
That was
Loves Duel of the Fates. Okay.
that's gonna come back up later. But anyway, speaking of Star Wars, guys, whoa.
Oh, is that a transition?
Huh?
We were talking about Star Wars a little bit last week in the form of Gina. And we circled back because she was fired. But almost immediately after, Ben Shapiro's network picked her up for a movie right away. Of all people,
a movie.
Mhm.
A movie. This is you said Ben Shapiro's network.
Yeah,
Is
he
this
has like a company or
getting signed by Jake Paul. Like, I mean,
Here's the thing. We're gonna watch it, right?
no.
I'm
No.
not.
No, really? Oh, I'm gonna be too curious. I'm gonna have to. I want to
Report
know
back, 'cause
what
I'm not
kind of
touching that shit.
movies. Yeah, I hate watching things, so I'll do it. I'll take one for the team.
Keep us in the loop. Yeah, she
Okay.
also showed up on his podcast and said a bunch of stuff that was just the worst.
I'm sure it was really smart.
It was like,
Oh, she's like trying to get or call out Pedro, right?
yeah, she
About
was like, yeah, the children in cages at the border, comparing that to the Holocaust.
Mhm.
Pedro did that.
How did wait? I didn't
yes.
hear that. What did she? Pedro did
Pedro
put the
said
kids in
that
cages?
no, talking about when they're at the
Oh,
yeah.
he made the comparison. I
Yes,
get it.
he
Okay.
drew that comparison.
Which is a
He made the right
much more
comparison.
comparable
Yes.
situation.
It's an easier
Oh
line
my
to
God.
track from one
Yeah.
to the other.
Held against their will in cages, taken from everyone they love. Versus lose election, me sad.
People
like,
like
"Oh,
face
me
social
out."
ostracization because I'm an asshole. Nobody wants to talk to me
delete.
because I suck shit for a living. Oh.
Well, but she
Oh,
also
fuck you. Fuck
she
you.
also tried to call out Pedro for posting, was it Ted Cruz or another
Yes.
congressman's
No, it's
phone
Ted
number?
Cruz.
But it was his public office phone number. And he was like, call them and tell them, regular shit, like things that everyone does. Like, hey, go tell your senator how you feel about this. And she was acting like he doxed him or some shit. But
What an idiot.
and being real sweet about it, like, I love Pedro, or buds, but it's this double standard, and it's like, oh no, it's
not
not.
actually.
It's
Shut
such
the
an
fuck up.
unrealistic view of yourself.
And
So
yeah, it doesn't fit the literal definition of doxing. So
not at all.
that number is on the government website.
You leaked
Yes.
public information.
Wait a minute, you told me I could find him at his website here. What? No, it's
Yeah.
not the same. It's not the same.
No.
No, and neither are the kids in cages and Republicans being yelled at for being shits on the internet.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And she was saying too that I just saw the headlines because I couldn't be bothered to read it, where it was like, I was bullied at Disney. It's like, yeah, good. I'm glad you were. Because
I'll bully you if I see you at Disney too. The fuck?
I'll join in.
Not at Disney, not at the parks.
If I run into you at the
Disney
park-
bullied her.
I'm pulling up to Disney World, and bitch, if I see you, I'm
Bingo.
throwing eggs.
But only there. Anywhere else, you know what? Whatever.
Fair game.
But at
See you at
Disney,
Hey, the fuck?
If I see
I'm
you
trying to have
at
a good
Disney,
time with my family. I don't want to see you out here.
You're like the dad from Talladega Nights. Like, let's go get kicked out of an Applebee's. Oh, let's go get kicked out of Disney.
Don't let me catch you at Main Street USA. I will fuck you up.
And the Cara Dune action figure has been canceled by Hasbro.
Damn,
That
I
was
was gonna blow
another
that up with
one.
fireworks. Shit.
That's another one that I'm like, that's weird. Because like I didn't even think about that at all. You
I
know?
mean, the Star Wars
All the
franchise is
merchandising.
deeply tied to its toy deals.
It
Mhm.
is,
Oh my
yeah.
god, yeah.
I follow a few Star Wars accounts here and there. You know,
How many?
it's not important, but
Don't worry.
Name every Star Wars account.
fuck.
Oh.
Big fan.
Someone posted like, who's your favorite character from The Mandalorian? And the overwhelming majority of answers were Cara Dune. And I was like, do you guys like Cara Dune or do you like Gina? Because they're very different. If you're like,
There
she's
is
an
a wrong
interesting character versus being like, she shouldn't have been fired. Like,
Mhm.
I have different opinions about you that way.
Yeah.
I mean, if you asked me before I'd heard all of this, she might have been like up there. You know,
Mhm.
I would have been like, oh wow, like strong recurring female character. And that's, that
That's
checks
good.
a lot of boxes for me. So like, but yeah. But again, but also her character hasn't done much anyways. Like, but she's a cool character. I don't want to talk shit on the character. I would have liked her. I would have liked her.
I've seen conflicting articles about whether or not she's going to be recast or not. It was like the first one I saw was like, she's not being recast. And then the second one was like, maybe. She
Could
could
be.
be.
We could do it.
But
yes.
they could.
Last?
Wasn't there a joke article about like recasting her with Don Cheadle?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that.
I love that so much.
Why is it always Don Cheadle?
It's like that picture that I have that's like Don Cheadle word of the day, agony. We have
Oh
a
my
walk back this week, and it's not me.
It's me. The woman who beat Justin Bieber for best new artist is named Esperanza Spalding, not Esmeralda Spalding. Which I just kind of said real quick.
Yeah.
And I just want to get it right because I do like her. I do occasionally listen to her music, and she's a good artist. So, and she deserved to win over Justin Bieber despite what my roommates thought in college.
None of our listeners caught that though, right? Nobody
Oh,
caught
I'm
you.
sure. There's no fucking way. If someone
Yeah.
did,
So-
tell me.
So
Tell
no
me.
points to any of you. Okay.
Yes.
No points
yeah.
will be rewarded.
You gotta catch it before the walk back is recorded. Sorry.
Or you don't get the reward.
Don't get the internet points.
And you
No
guys
support class token for you.
Mm-mm.
you would have learned what the reward was
Yeah.
if you had called us out.
Unscathed again.
We made it another week.
I mean, we're unstoppable, really.
Now we're just gonna get someone who's like, wait, I corrected y'all on something weeks ago.
Banned.
Yeah, no, no, you didn't.
Prove
Excuse
it.
me. Where's the screenshot?
Yeah.
Huh?
Need receipts, okay? Yeah.
You got a clip on that? I didn't fucking think so.
Yeah, get out of here.
Don't let me catch you at Disney.
It's the new
I don't-
catchphrase.
I don't want to see any of you at Disney right now. There's still a pandemic going on. You
Stay
stay the
home.
fuck home.
I was wondering, I know someone who has both of their shots, so they're like fully like vaccinated. And I'm like, can he just like carry a card around like without a mask and be like, ha, see ya, nerds?
No mask needed, idiots.
I don't think that's true. I think they
You can
still need a
carry,
mask.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can still transmit.
Well,
Oh, is
So
that the case?
everyone
Mask
still
on.
has to behave as if it's still going on until everyone is vaccinated.
honestly, I think I'm gonna keep wearing a mask even after
Forever.
this. At
Sure.
work,
No,
like at work, yeah, like especially at work. Probably in public, like in general,
I think I agree.
and
Yep.
just keep doing that. And
At least public transportation.
yeah,
Mm.
Crap.
If I hop on a
Yeah.
bus or like a train or
Hold-
some shit, nah.
yeah.
No.
Hold on,
We're messed up.
we're in Texas. We don't have that. So
Yeah,
that's
what?
not a concern.
Well, but also I think they're still trying to like put in a big train system in Texas.
are.
If they give me a train, I will wear a mask on it. That's a promise. But you got to give me the train first.
The Dallas to Houston bullet is approved.
Ooh.
Good.
fun.
I'm glad we're working on that instead of
We'll
fixing
see
our
in 30 years.
electrical grid.
Yeah, but that wasn't
Okay,
a
no,
problem
no.
until recently.
Yeah, and that's not getting
Was
fixed. I
it?
don't know who told you what, but that's not getting fixed.
It's gonna the rail line's gonna fail next freeze. We should have widened the freeways instead.
Oh,
Uh.
good. Well, they're working on that too. 35.
And 45.
Yep.
But anyway.
Yeah, we don't have to get into Texas freeways.
Texas infrastructure has been a
Yeah,
topic in this home lately.
You take the 10 until you hit San Antonio, then you take the 35, and
Well, my favorite is 45.
I have a friend who was
My favorite-
looking for an excuse to start wearing masks, and then this happened, and he was like, "Now I can just keep wearing them." Like,
Yeah.
hell yeah!
he comes
Like,
out
wow,
on
was
top.
he just like really into like Chinese culture? He was like, damn, I want to wear a mask in public and shit.
I guess it wasn't like
remember-
necessarily like Chinese culture. I think he just thought they looked sick and wanted to wear them.
Not like medical masks, like
No.
cool masks.
Yeah,
He's not wrong. When I'm walking downtown and I'm wearing like all black with a black mask on, I do feel kind of sick.
Right?
I do like hiding my emotions from people.
Except
I
the
can
eyes.
just do the little like eye squint to pretend I've smiled. I'm just like, and then they think I'm smiling, and that's all I need to do.
Though when I'm like mask, beanie, hoodie, I look like SpongeBob with the suds. So
That's
you
a
know,
vibe.
not always badass.
Suds.
I got the suds.
Well, that was like I went out with mask, hat, and sunglasses on, and and a backpack also.
Yeah.
And I was like,
somebody.
Guys.
yeah, I was like, I look like this is bad.
You're like
I'm gonna do some
you're
bad shit.
I'm gonna get stopped.
yeah, you're the like anime trope for like creep, and like
Oh,
you're gonna be
Or-
stopped by a patrolman. Like,
Or graffiti.
oh yeah, yeah.
So,
One
son,
or
are
the
you
other.
about to do crime?
Yeah, crime either way. This week as well. This week or was it? It was last week. A week today. We had the Nintendo Direct.
Wow, a week already.
We
Yeah.
we would have
What a
talked
week.
about it, but
There's a whole thing that we're gonna get to later.
Yeah. yeah.
Yeah, the Nintendo Direct happened, and it was the first like Nintendo Direct that was based on a bunch of games since September 2019. The rest have been like focused in on one game or another, and we got a few announcements. Some good, some not good. But everyone was expecting like big announcements, like Metroid Prime 4 was one that a lot of people have been waiting
Mario
on.
Kart 9,
Yeah.
like all the sequels that we're hoping for right now, right?
Right, but we did get new Smash DLC in the form of Pyra and Mithra. And it's okay, cool, sure.
Yeah. I want to say Nintendo, when they announced the Direct, they specified we're gonna focus on games. Smash, they mentioned Smash specifically, and games for first half 2021. And everybody started just blowing up on the internet about what the sequel they want the most to be announced. And it's like it's not that. It's shut up. Shut up. That's not they already told us that's not happening. Like, please. So people came out so disappointed, and it's like, you didn't have to do that to yourself. You could have just listened from the start and known. There's no way they're going to announce a project like that. Yeah, this is coming out in like 4 months. No, it's
Well, beyond that, that's not prime release season. Like
Yeah.
something as big as Breath of the Wild 2, for example, that's a holiday season game.
Yeah.
That's coming out in a December, any November.
Mhm.
It's not going to be in fucking May.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you
Well,
mean?
Nintendo has this weird habit of launching a lot of things in March for some reason. They're launching, well, I guess it would technically be Nintendo. Rise is coming in March. They launched the
Yeah.
Switch in March. They have this weird thing where they
Animal Crossing came out in March, right? Was it March?
April or I think it was May.
Oh,
It-
okay. It was the springtime.
sometime
It
in
was
there
like
though.
just after quarantine began. I know
Mhm.
that.
Yeah, they have this weird habit. But yeah, there's no way they're gonna release like you said, a Breath of the Wild 2. Especially when they're like, we don't know when it's coming yet, but here it is. And then all
Yeah,
of a
they-
sudden
they-
it'll be like
Wild.
3 weeks from now it's coming out.
They mentioned it. It was funny, like we're working on it, but check this out instead. And it's a Skyward Sword remaster. and most of everybody collectively went, what?
I was so
That's it?
thrilled. Oh my god, it made me so happy because everyone was like, heh, it'll be Breath or Skyward Sword, like
Oh,
that's the
sarcastically.
stupidest thing they could release, and then it was like Skyward Sword. But also, Breath of the Wild was released on March 3rd, 2017.
Oh, okay, so could be a
Yeah, it
March
was a
thing.
launch title with the Switch, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but oh man,
Uh-huh.
Skyward Sword, that was it's funny because they were like, we finally added button controls. And I was like, okay, nice. And you swing the sword with the right stick. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Because it still needs the directional input. Like that's what its combat is built like on.
Yeah.
And-
I forgot about that. Gotta swing the sword the right way.
yeah. The enemy holds its weak points like this, and you need to slash. That. For those listening on Spotify, I held them diagonally.
We're
Hey, and for
learning.
those listening on Spotify,
I watched both of y'all play Breath
All
or
for
Skyward
love. All for love.
My favorite was when they were like, remember all these features you loved from Breath of the Wild? They were in this game too. It's
Yeah,
good, guys.
It started here. They were good ideas.
right?
Stamina
Right.
bar.
Happy
Stamina.
35th Legend of Zelda. Here's Skyward Sword.
What was it? Just stamina bar and what, like climbing
The
or some
kite.
shit? Oh, the paraglider. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What if on your 35th birthday, someone came to your party with photographic evidence of your lowest moment?
But I've upscaled them in resolution.
Hey,
Look at this large HP poster.
Remember that time when you failed completely at everything you were trying to do? Happy 35th birthday.
Okay. Did
Remember-
they fail completely at everything they were trying to do though? With Skyward Sword.
Yeah.
Yeah? All right.
So yeah,
I
I'm thinking about it.
didn't like that game.
But my leading
I know
footage,
that.
I'm a classic like lukewarm on Skyward Sword. I played through it pretty easily, didn't complain a whole lot, but reused bosses, lame mechanics. The whole game was based on moving through the sky, and the clouds looked like farts. I'm gonna say, yeah, they failed at everything.
All right.
Have you considered the stamina bar and the paraglider that we saw in the hit game Breath of the Wild?
Remember?
Yeah, but those are sick in the context.
So not again.
It's all about context because they're useless in the context of like Skyward Sword.
So what we're saying is that Skyward Sword is the Wii U of Zeldas.
In a lot of ways, yeah.
Yeah. Despite being released on the Wii, it is the Wii U of Zeldas. I I mean,
Wii
like
U 2 confirmed.
Yeah, there it is.
Wii U HD.
Wii U would like to play
In 35 years. No.
Zelda turns 7. Skyward Sword again.
Yeah, Skyward Sword in 4K.
I know at that point we've got to be at like 16K, right? 70 years.
Exactly.
Everything's VR.
No, that's what I'm saying because Skyward Sword HD, the new one, the max resolution is 720.
Oh.
Damn, what about Skyward Sword VR?
Skyward Sword VR.
That would be.
It would make more sense with the fucking motion
it
control.
would.
Yeah, like if the motion controls are tight, it'd be like, okay, sure.
Well, and if you're in there and it's matching your like movement, then you can actually just like boo boo. Not two swords. You can't boo boo, but
that would be sick.
God.
Link just goes like full on, like
both of them in the air. Skyward Sword. Spin attack is both arms out in the air. It's like, go!
Yeah.
There's no way I'm not deliberately stabbing Girahim in the penis, though.
Okay. Wait, who?
The bad guy in Skyward Sword.
Okay. Is that the prince guy or
He's like the cute guy with the Pete Wentz haircut.
Oh, with the earring?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that boss. I liked watching it. I've not
So
played
you didn't like playing it.
No.
What else did we get for the direct? You said we got that new Smash character, which here you go, Xenoblade fans. Good for them.
All 12 of you.
Yeah, disappointing for everyone else, but I understand that it's got to feel good that you got your character in.
Because from what I hear is that this was kind of expected and wanted by a lot of Xenoblade people.
Yeah.
And
nobody else.
Right, yeah. Because
I've never heard of the character in my life, so.
No, me either.
Yeah.
I was watching the trailer, and the whole time I was like, am I supposed to know what's going on here?
Do I know this person?
Is this a bigger deal than I think?
2 questions crossed my mind. Who is this? And did she just hit them with her tit?
What? Did I not watch this close enough?
Have you not seen anime titties? Like
she got
anime titties coming to Smash.
Okay.
Use
them if you got them.
They had to use
in 2 flavors. In 2 flavors too. Like
you can have your titties 2 ways.
Oh, 2 different sets, not eat. Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Oh,
flavors.
We're excited to mention something.
Oh,
hands went up.
Hell yeah, I was. Super Mario Golf. Oh man, I'm so excited.
No one's on your level for that, but I am stoked for it. It looks
I'm
really fun
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought you meant like Gibbs really good at golf.
No, just
no one's gonna be able to beat you, dude. But
well, Gibb is a good gamer.
Oh, you.
Tell us about it, Gibb. Tell us about it.
We've got Super Mario Golf for the first time in forever, right? It's got a few new game modes. We've got this blitz mode, which is everyone tees off at the same time, and you're using platforming and movement to get to your ball and take the next shot so that you can get the ball in first. I don't think the number of strokes matters. It might, but it's mostly
I hope it plays in.
Yeah. Or at least be able to toggle that rule. Be like, it matters or it doesn't. Like however you want to play it, I'd be down for it. I can't wait to play it as a drinking game.
Right.
The streams are going to be so messy.
Oh, It's going to be bad. And then there's a story mode, which I really wasn't expecting at all.
Oh yeah.
And you can like build characters to be statted the way you want them to be statted.
Yeah.
I just thought it was going to be like I thought it was going to be like a Mario Kart thing where it's like, I don't know, just pick your character and then However this
Play
works out.
it.
That's how it is.
So there was a Mario Tennis game on the Game Boy Color where you made your character. You had like you could play as you, and I think your stats went up. I think I can't remember if you got to like improve your stats over time or that kind of thing. But you made a character, and that was like the character you played through the game as. So that's something they've sort of played around with before. It's really cool to see it back from Mario Golf.
Yeah, I'm really hyped for this game. That was one of my, if not my favorite announcement of the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And there were a lot more important things in that announcement that I just don't care about.
What was it? Me World or some shit?
Metopia.
Metopia.
Yeah.
Looks cute.
I want
Looks
to play the hell out of
fun.
that. I
Oh,
can't wait
me
to make
too.
Tyler a villain.
Oh my gosh. He will hate that.
He's gonna be so bothered.
You're not gonna like that.
Wasn't that a Wii U game? I'm pretty sure it's a port. I don't think this is new stuff.
It's I think it's a it's like a
could be a DS thing as well.
It does exist. It did exist on a different console. But I don't know. I did
Hear
not
more about that on next week's Walk Back.
Yeah. We'll figure this out.
3DS. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, Tyler being the villain. You're gonna make him so sad, Patrick. Cut.
See, and when I was watching it, it was like the name of the boss lined up with like God Queen Beef. That bit that we've had going, and I saw it and I was like, that's it. Like the name was so close. I was like,
Here I am.
It is the most appropriate villain choice.
I'll kill you all.
And then another one that caught my eye, and I think a couple of you guys were saying it as well, was that Project Triangle strategy game thing.
Yeah.
Which I'm very happy is a working title.
Yes.
It's garbage.
Despite the game definitely being produced by an AI, it is probably going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, there's a demo out right now, and it's like over an hour long of gameplay.
I should play it. I would like to.
And then you like opt into a survey or something, and they'll you can send them feedback.
That really is being developed by an AI. How weird. Like, what do anime dudes like? We're just going to put it all in a game. Fuck a title. We'll figure a title out. Fuck it. We'll have the AI develop a title after the survey. Quick, play the game, take the survey, so we can get a title.
Yeah.
Jarvis, what's the title?
Triangle strategy. What? Yeah.
They've got that weird
triangular strategy.
They've got those scales in the trailer.
Yeah.
But it's 3 of them. Yeah.
It's not how scales work.
As a Libra, I would know.
Yeah, you can't compare 3 things at once.
Project Libra strategy, okay?
The strategy is make no decisions at any point in time. I'm just going to try to keep walking.
Stay neutral. Stay neutral, kings.
And then the closer was Splatoon 3.
Oh, who cares?
And they made it all dramatic too. It was like and then it kind of opens up, and then it looked like Fortnite for a second. I was like, what the fuck are they now? But yeah, then it was just Splatoon.
They were acting like I knew what all of that was.
Right.
I don't.
Up until they revealed the very clear inkling, I don't think a lot of people would have been like, yes.
Oh, I know that game. Yeah.
All of these abandoned buses must be Splatoon.
When I thought I heard that bus sound, and I was like,
no.
But
but yeah, that was the Nintendo Direct. Some good and some bad.
I'm glad they're doing it.
Yeah, bring them back.
It's kind of fun. So shit, I'm glad they're doing it.
It's fun to tune in. And I think if you do it too infrequently, people expect very large announcements from you. So you might as well just keep them going.
Keep regular updates, and the internet won't turn against you.
Yes, they will. You can't help that.
They still can, but it's not guaranteed.
Yes.
One of my favorite things was at the end of every single one was that guy just going, "Look forward to this."
Please.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah.
I'll add it to my calendar.
Or I would be like, "Check this out." And there'd be like 4 seconds of silence before anything happened. It was like, check what out?
Okay.
Yeah, it was okay. It's fine.
At the very least, I had fun watching it. So 10 out of 10.
They don't miss.
They just don't miss.
And something that's kind of been taking over our stream lives has been Valheim.
Mm.
Patrick, you've been kind of leading the charge on that one. Patrick, take us away. Take
Okay,
us
sure.
to a faraway Viking land.
The scene, I don't know, probably on a branch of Yggdrasil. I think. Kind of feels like that's where you are. Doesn't matter. I'm getting sidetracked. Valheim. Oh my god. I've been enjoying this fucking game quite a bit. I think I've logged. Let's get the actual number. Let's we've all talked about embarrassing numbers, and I was like, I don't know. My numbers are kind of normal. I'm about to blow y'all up with my short-term play on Valheim.
How many days do you have? When did you buy the game before you give me the
I bought
hours?
the game on the 9th, and I played it. I bought it on the 9th, and I have 90 hours.
So that's a little over 2 weeks, 90 hours.
Yeah.
Nice.
Solid.
Full-time job in it. Yeah.
That's a few days.
So if that's not a glowing endorsement, I don't know what is. I already reviewed it on Steam.
Oh, nice.
Positively. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Me and 4 million other people, I guess.
I was about to say, you want
I'm
some
not alone
stats
out
with
here.
that? Yeah.
I know they've been blowing up the early access Steam sales situation.
Mhm.
Man,
I could throw some numbers.
What else is there to say? It's fucking great.
I'll throw some numbers at you. This past weekend, they hit 500,000 concurrent players, which puts Valheim in the top 5 most played games in the history of Steam. That's huge. That's mind blowing. It's already been played for a combined total of 10,000 years. By the way, this is their post. This is their Steam community post. That's where I'm getting this info.
Okay.
Combined total of 10,000 years. That's 3,649,980 more days than the 20 days it's been on Steam Early Access. It's still climbing the Steam's top 250 best reviewed games of all time, now sitting at 57th place with 81,000 plus overwhelmingly positive reviews.
I wonder though, because 100%, I think a lot of their success came from being on the front page of Steam, right?
Probably.
If they weren't on the front page of Steam, no one would be playing this game, I don't think. Because everyone, yeah, that's what I'm wondering now. Is like, how do you get on the front page of Steam? Do you pay Steam?
Was it just traction? I mean,
Yeah.
Were people anticipating it already?
Yeah, I don't know.
I just saw a streamer that I like playing
maybe it got there of its own merit. Yeah.
I don't really know the Steam side of it.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it on the Steam front page, and I've never heard of Coffee Stain before this.
Do you want to know why?
Is this their first game?
They're a crew of 5 people.
Oh my god!
Making bank.
Mm-hmm.
So when we're thinking like, how'd they get on the front page of Steam? Like, did they pay somebody? Like, probably not. Like, there's no way.
But then did they just get
5 people?
Yeah, then how did they get there?
It's probably popularity, I imagine. Is this like they launched on the front page of Steam, or is this like you just saw it there? Like, what do you mean?
I remember when we all started kind of talking about it, I had seen it on the front page a few times before it was even like, hey, like, I picked up this Valheim game and I'm gonna try it out. I remember
Yeah.
you saying that, Patrick, and I was like, I don't know. This whole Viking survival thing seems questionable to me. Right?
Wrong. It's great.
Okay,
Wrong.
actually, I need to correct myself there.
Oh.
So Coffee Stain is a developer, but also a publisher. They are the publisher of
So it's
Valheim.
Iron Gate that's doing the work. right?
Iron Gate is the developer, and Iron Gate is the team of 5 people.
Right.
Yeah, according to an article on Kit Guru, they put out a statement saying we need to hire more people. That's
Yeah, you do.
that's the long and short of it. Like in an interview, they are coming out and saying, yeah, it's time for us to just get more people on our team because like we've maxed out what 5 people can do. And I certainly believe it. Like it's crazy what they've accomplished and how
Keep
much
this traction
success they've
going.
already had. Yeah, like I know for a fact they can afford it, right?
Yeah.
So
Let this money Fortnite you.
yeah, let's I'm gonna start throwing out some numbers based on not being in the industry whatsoever. Let's say Steam takes 5% of your sales. Let's say your publisher takes 20% of your sales, if not more, right? So 25% of 4 million is still $1 million times $20 a copy is 20 million divided by 5 guys. Is $4 million for each of them.
I believe you.
That's crazy. It's the numbers like I don't know what share your publisher or Steam takes.
Steam takes 30% from the first $10 million in sales.
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
The split goes
Ew.
down to 25% until 50, and then Steam goes down to a 20% cut.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're
Oh,
taking 30%.
That is a cut.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's industry standard though.
That's the
apparently.
marketplace. Like
No,
you have
I
access
believe
to
it.
the
Yeah.
marketplace. They
I think-
Makes sense.
own the marketplace.
I'd have to look into it again. I think Epic was offering a better deal to publishers for a good while when they were really trying to like grab market share and compete with Steam. Back when they were trying to ride that success of Fortnite. Now, not like that's a thing of the ancient past, right? Like I'm sure Fortnite is
No.
still doing great and Epic is still making these moves. But yeah, outside of Epic, I think it's kind of what Steam does is industry standard.
I believe it. I mean, who would play the game if it wasn't on Steam?
Mm-hmm.
Well, even still, they're making absurd amounts of money for this because only 5 of them made the game. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
1
So
gig.
Yeah, 1 gig by the way.
moral is keep your team very small. So when big money, still big money.
Still big money.
I bought a Steam game today from 2005 and it was 2 gigs. I was like, really guys?
Oh,
Valheim's 1. Okay.
Disgusting.
Those are baby numbers.
Compress it.
Smaller.
It has to go smaller.
Yeah. You guys are, I guess, based on bosses, 60% of the way through the game. Based on bosses.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
3 out of 5, right?
Yeah, I'd say a little over because we've already just found the next like material, but we don't know. We haven't found like the next boss location, so we're gonna have to search for a lot of mountains.
But we do have 2 of those dragon eggs.
Charging ahead.
Do you feel like there's replayability in this game?
I'm already thinking about the ways I'll get through it quicker next time.
Different builds, probably too. Right?
Yeah,
like
different weapons and shit.
yeah.
Well, for me, it's I think the replayability will really kick in when we get more in the game as they update it, right?
Yeah.
Like as they add more stuff to do, I'll be even more interested in like re-experiencing.
And once they release new biomes, they'll start mixing them into the seeds. Because right now, the biomes that aren't out are in your map seeds, but they're only set to the furthest north point and the furthest south point. So that when the stuff does come out, your seed's not dead. You can still go do the new content in the seed you've been playing. But I don't want I want to experience that fresh. Like I want to run into the new biome, not like head north.
Yeah.
That's what the other biome is,
Right.
So there will be a lot of replayability. I'm sure I'll have hundreds of hours in this by the time it's over.
Good. I'm glad. I'd like that. I mean, because you've compared it to stuff like old school RuneScape, right? Like where, like,
You want to talk hours?
well, I mean, like, yeah, I like that I can grind this skill. How far can I grind it? What can I do with that once we've beat these bosses? Because they've given us this kind of limited, like, boss.
Mm.
How do I make this game last? And beyond like replaying, like how do I make this game last? Because you've put so much time into building all these places. Can I like, I mean, because Minecraft being the blank slate that it is, it's endless. You can just fill in that world, right? But like this kind of puts in a timer on it, this like final boss. And so I'm curious. I mean, I'm not talking shit. I've really enjoyed the game too. Like, I'm curious what that final boss does for that game.
I mean, the final boss isn't a final boss at this stage. It's just the farthest they've gotten so far. They are planning more bosses beyond the ones that exist. So
Okay.
Yeah. Also, Minecraft has a final boss, you know, and in Valheim, there's like people are like you can find articles about how to build a better roof, right? Like people are trying to learn the system to like construct, and there's some impressive constructions already in it. And so I think
Falcon was great.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's where a lot of like that unlimited replayability will come from, is as the kind of gamer that likes to do that, you know, scratches that creative itch in being able to like, oh man, I made this castle that looks like this, or this or that. I see it having a long life.
That actually reminds me, I'll tease it here on stream, or on the podcast for you. When we get to the plains, this dude on YouTube taught me how to build such a cool plains base. You know how you see those big old like stone pillars in the distance?
Mm-hmm.
You can build a spiraling staircase up that motherfucker
Hell
and have
yeah.
a base that comes off the top of it. And apparently, like, no enemy like knows how to aggro up all those stairs, so you're completely safe when you're up there. It looks so sick. It looks so sick.
Well, that sounds great.
I can't wait.
And as you were talking about that, all I could think was like, well, duh, like Terraria is another one of those like play it for hours, but there's bosses games. So I hope they put out like 8 more bosses in Valheim. I think
there's like 3 planned. So
I was gonna say it needs a lot of new bosses before like the big game drops for it to feel like a wow sort of game for me.
I'll say the third boss was the most enjoyable fight by far.
It was fun.
He's called Bone Mass. He's like, you know, spoilers here for us if you're trying to like experience the game completely fresh. But he's a giant poison blob, right? And there was like strategy to it. There was, you know, like we were doing like team call outs and, you know, all this sort of stuff. It felt great. It's that kind of like almost MMO vibe to it. In coordinating how to fight this guy and all the prep that went into it, making sure we had all the poison resistance.
It does kind of get that MMO feel, which I really like.
I didn't really feel it with the first bosses. The first bosses were just kind of like
easy,
swarm him, you know. Like the second one, his health, the third one, his health regenerated. Bone Mass, his health regenerated. So it's like we can't not be constantly dealing damage to him. We have to make sure we're on him.
Yeah, no, I think that's where I'm thinking like it needs more bosses, because the first 2 were just like, okay, we did it. Like, I mean, well, the first one being like a boss, you just fight the thing, and the second one being like a boss, but some other shit will pop up.
There's a little bit more, yeah.
Yeah,
and they're leading into it, because up until the first boss, the only thing you've done is shoot deer.
Exactly, and like whack little like goblins.
You fought some boar.
No, I think it's like, but I don't want it. So if this were this next one that I don't know about were to be the final boss, I'd be like, wow, great game. But because it's got this like open world building, like all this shit to it, I want it to be more.
Well, I mean, and they're doing,
and obviously it's going to become more, and it's early access. So like,
yeah.
woohoo. Amazing.
They're doing 2 new
Good job.
biomes. They're overhauling the ocean biome. They're redoing like farming and cooking. They're adding shit to the building. Like it's not done.
Cool.
So
Good. So we'll play Valheim after this.
you
Like,
know,
are we gonna be setting up raid nights like MMO days?
Yeah.
All right,
it's kind of what we
boys.
did for Bone Mass. It was like, all right, we're setting up. We're doing Bone Mass tonight.
All right,
Mhm.
boys. Everyone's got to hop on Discord. Show up an hour early to get all your buffs.
You're expected to gather this much thistle for the team.
But yeah, it seems like it's
Shout out
gonna-
Mario for being a Valheim soldier.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
That
Mario's
man gets
killing
it
it.
done in Valheim.
he's always
And
there.
he's protecting us the whole time too. He's
Mhm.
like getting it done and being like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "No."
Well, Remy, you brought up a Bethesda situation to us.
Yeah. So this was I found this article on Game Industry. They're facing a class action lawsuit. Bethesda is, I should say, over how the DLC for Fallout 4 was released. To break it down, they put out this like DLC season pass that you purchase, and then following that, Bethesda also put out what's called the Creation Club. Now, this was a way for Bethesda to like the long and short of it was Bethesda wanted a way to monetize like all the modding scene of Fallout 4, an unpopular move, which is kind of like seems like their go-to nowadays. But the law firm that filed the class action lawsuit basically argues that content on the Creation Club, which you would have to pay for, and isn't available if you bought the season pass, they argue that this content it constitutes DLC, and that anyone that purchased that season pass should just automatically have access to it. This was filed a couple of years ago, like 2019. But a trial is not really expected till like 2022 because litigation takes for fucking ever. The most like significant takeaway at the moment for it is that this lawsuit can delay Microsoft's acquisition of ZeniMax and by extension Bethesda. So it's kind of it's an ongoing situation, and it's just more bad press really for Bethesda. So like they've just been like going back to I guess it was a little bit before 76 because of Creation Club for Fallout 4, but Bethesda's not had like a good day in the sun for a couple of years now, which hurts to see because I've loved their games in the past, but now I'm like, I mean, should I be looking forward to the next Elder Scrolls? I don't know anymore.
I mean, I will just because of my like. I would need to. Let me look forward to this Elder Scrolls. Please make it good.
I don't want to take that away from you, but
I mean, you're right. Like I played Fallout 4. That shit was mids.
Okay.
You know, I noticed the other Fallout products. I didn't touch them. It does give me pause, but at the same time, I logged hundreds of hours into Skyrim.
Yeah.
If y'all just do that again well enough, okay, sure. That's all I got.
And all we've got is a title, right? And not even a full title. It's Elder Scrolls 6. Yeah.
Triangle strategy.
Yes.
Working title.
I don't know. I do hope that Bethesda at least pulls it together to make a goddamn Elder Scrolls. I'm actually downloading a shitload of Skyrim mods right now because I love that game and I miss the experience. So I'm like, how can I play Skyrim again without just knowing everything? You know?
Yeah.
So I need a shitload of mods. I was telling Gib about this earlier. I just found a mod for Skyrim that anytime I sneak behind someone and hit them unarmed, it plays a little audio clip that says, "I like your cut, G." and I'm really excited about it.
That's the kind of thing that would bring me back to Fallout 4 is over modding the hell out of it. I remember watching a streamer that like put in like Waka Flocka lines to enemies, and it's the greatest thing.
Wow.
Especially
over
when
the
it goes
distant hill.
squad or like time slows down for bats or something, and it's just like this ghoul is running up, bow, bow, bow.
I go hard in the motherfucker.
but like, you know, this creation club thing is it's weird news for the modding future of their games. You know, like, not to once again dampen it. It's, you know, I hope that they can write their course here.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to see them fail. Like, this is not me sitting here hoping that like it doesn't go right. This is me sitting here worried based off of like how everything is shaping up that it's not going to go right.
Well, it's kind of like team to team as well, right? Like, because everything that we've said right now is Fallout. All of it. You know? They've been putting out the Doom games, which are doing really well. You know, no one's mad at any Elder Scrolls content right now.
True.
Fallout's fucking it up.
Yeah, it's just the Fallout team.
It up. What? Yeah.
Fallout
Is
team
it?
sucks.
It's probably just poor management, poor brand management.
It always is, isn't it?
Stupids. They hired the wrong bitch, whoever it is.
Hey, Fallout
I'm
manager.
looking at you.
You're the wrong
You're-
bitch.
Fire that bitch. She's wrong.
bitch.
It's
Not
Gina.
she. Genderless, genderless bitch.
Yeah, you're right.
You can't just call someone a genderless bitch, Alex.
Oh my god.
Yeah, now this is
Okay,
we've
next
entered
week
new
I'll
territory.
walk that one back. Like, yeah, that's not what I'm saying. Oh my god, if it came out that they're a they, them, and I'm just like genderless
This-
bitch.
with malice in your voice.
I just mean I'm not assigning gender to the word bitch in this context. Clarification.
Wow, support class actually has to let one of its members go for the first time.
No, but I'm the diversity hire.
Wait a minute.
No, not anymore.
I'm the diversity hire.
Support class is looking for new girl.
This is why we don't do this live.
You can keep this in.
No, let's keep the genderless bitch.
I meant what I said.
Well, I don't know if you guys heard, but there was a whole power outage situation in Texas recently.
Yeah, for real?
Well, tell us
Where?
about it, Gib of Canada.
Yeah, I would love Gib to fill us in on this. You know, actually, I feel like if anyone should speak on this one, our guy Soul Food Man
Absolutely.
had the worst time in all of this easily.
Oh man, yeah. You know, I'll preface what I'm about to say with the understanding that others have had it worse than me. I think I came out pretty good in retrospect, but goddamn, did it suck in the moment. I'm trying to think of the exact timeline of events. Power went out, I want to say sometime on Tuesday. Okay. All right. We had a pipe burst in the ceiling above our kitchen because we had a big freeze, a big winter storm. We didn't know that this pipe was exposed or whatever the hell was going on with it. So it burst. It kind of went like, well, hey, wait, why is there water coming out of the eaves outside there? What's going on with that? And then, wait a minute, the dripping's coming from the ceiling here above our counter. And then it got worse and worse, and then it just like crack and boom, huge chunk of ceiling just like falls through. Water everywhere on our cabinet, our counters on the floor, all that shit. It just was soaked. I had to run outside and cut our water off, which the valve for it was in this like hole in the ground, as I'm sure is normal for most of Texas, if not everywhere. And that was filled with water as well. There's just a watery hole in the ground that I had to like feel around in. It's fucking freezing. I'm losing feeling in my hand.
You're butt naked.
I'm butt ass naked. The cops have been called on me.
Toe.
Yeah, like everything's going wrong at the same time. So yeah, water had to be shut off. No water, no power. Hanging out at home. Several days, all while a winter storm's going on. So I'm freezing my ass off, bundled up, starting to smell really bad. I assume. Because I can't smell my own stench. But
right.
Yeah, it was quite an experience. We just today actually had the problem fully fixed because we yesterday or the day before excuse me, a couple days ago, last weekend pipe was fixed. A couple days ago, a hole in ceiling was patched. And just today it was finally painted. So today was finally putting it all behind. I've got water, I've got power, obviously.
Yeah, we just stopped boiling water 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday.
See, I was fortunate. I didn't have to there was no boil water.
No, never mind. Monday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, we
Sunday
get
is when we got water.
the brain-eating amoebas out here, so
yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, the funny thing, the hilarious thing is, that we got water back. It was like Sunday morning, or something like that. Hot water on Sunday. Sunday is when I took a shower. It might have been Saturday when we had water. Didn't fix our own hot water till Saturday. But at that point, as soon as the water came back on, I was just like, oh my God, we can boil water just like the rest of Austin. We've already done that before. We've been through this part. We can make it. I'm like, God damn it. We had a boil water notice maybe over a year ago that's just why? Oh, it's hilarious. It's super fucking
It's hilarious
funny.
because
funny.
the rich people keep fighting for deregulation, and it only fucks us over.
Yeah. I will say the silver lining here is a lot of Texans now know what their energy grid situation is.
We're well informed. It's
completely,
an awareness campaign.
Yeah, completely ignorant prior to this, and now I know,
wait.
and now I hate all of them.
The left-wing
I
conspiracy.
can't wait for a motherfucker to be like, well, yeah, Texas can succeed. They've got their own independent energy grid.
Oh,
We
yeah.
can't.
Oh,
Absolutely.
facts? Oh,
This
facts?
is a Texit
Really?
argument.
yeah.
This is the argument against Texit.
Yeah,
5 board members resigned today of the ERCOT board. All 5 lived out of state. And you want to know
give the
what's
people some
Yeah.
context. Give the people some context. What is
I don't know what that
ERCOT?
means at all.
Oh, it's the Austin Energy. I don't know what it stands for.
Well, not
DOE.
Austin.
It's the
Energy.
Texas Energy Board.
Not Austin, Texas.
ERCOT owns the Texas Energy Grid.
The
Yes.
Electric Reliability Council of Texas.
Okay. All right. They have 15 board members. 5 of them lived out of state. Those 5 have resigned.
Fair enough.
Fuck them.
1/3 of the board members did not even live in Texas. Those were cushy best friend positions. Here, rich friend, you get a board spot.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck them.
Fuck them.
They don't care if we die. And you know what? Just while we're on this, it's not about the weather. It's not at all about the weather. You can't control it. Obviously,
I'm unbothered by the weather.
Right. Climate change. Oops, we're there now. The Ted Cruz didn't do that, right? But I as someone on the ground here receiving updates about our situation, it was all, you're fine, don't worry, everything's gonna be okay, the water's fine, energy is we're just gonna do what they say, rolling blackouts. We're gonna move these blackouts once every bit of time to where the energy grid is handling it better. But that's not what happened. The same people stayed without power for days.
Yeah.
the water was shut off. Our pipes did not freeze. Our water was shut off for like 3 days. And they just, it's just that they lied.
Yeah.
It's just that they lied. And that's a problem. You can't tell people like it's gonna be fine and then shut their water off for 3 days. We weren't ready for that. And it's fine. We went and melted snow.
It was gonna be fine, and then it was easy.
We made it through.
Mhm.
Just like I felt like I was telling Patrick, if you've ever seen like Monty Python and the Holy Grail, those bitches who are just like sitting in the field like scooping mud for no reason. I'm just like in the morning like slipping on Patrick's boots because they're easier to put my small feet in, and just like stomp in the yard and sit squat in the yard with a little like spade, shovel snow into my pot. Like it just felt like such a pointless stupid thing to do.
Yeah.
And I had to do it like 8 times a day
We
to
were
flush the
being
toilet
reduced
twice.
to the peasants that they think that we are.
These
Exactly.
serfs.
Oh my god, I was just shoveling shit. It's just like it's such
Yeah.
a fucking what a
There's a whole host of people to be like mad about at this like preventable situation here in Texas, and they're our leadership. So
Mhm.
fuck all of them.
Yeah, they should swing. So
Yeah, and, but like at the while all this is going on, they like some legislation was passed or something like that. I don't know if it was actually legislation or like an order or something that basically let the like energy company like fucking hike their prices because demand is up. And it's like they fucked this situation up. I don't see why they're allowed to make a cent of profit off of it. Like if anything, they should be like they need to fucking take on the burden of that cost.
I read some guy never lost power, and his bill last month was like $17,000.
Yeah.
Was he using that gritty?
The variable rate on
yeah,
the
because
energy.
there's I guess like this gritty. I don't know if it's the only one, but this app that allows people to pay wholesale prices for their energy, which is essentially unregulated, like as far as consumer prices go. Like it's just like what the energy grid is paying, right? And that's like these are the bills they should be getting, and but the people who are using this app to pay their bills are apparently getting those thousands and thousands of dollars worth of bills because they're getting what energy companies will be paying for this. But it's not okay. It's not okay regardless. But yeah. I don't know what our bill looks like. I'm scared.
This situation brought a surprise upon to your house, Alex.
Yeah. Wait, a blessing among the
blessing.
terror. So I was like, it was the first day where the roads were like melted and clear, and I was like, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna get us some coffee because I don't want to make coffee with our water. And like I'm gonna get us some breakfast because like I don't want to cook with our water.
A lot of eating out.
And I've been using all my dishes to boil snow. So and then I'm like I get to the corner of our street and I see this little very small dog just run across a pretty busy road right after this like large truck drives by, like right under like the back of its wheels across the street into this other yard and just like do just like sniffing. And I look and I'm like, it's in a little jacket. Like there's no way I don't see a little like a person running off like, hey, like get back here. And there wasn't. So just like stared at it for a little bit. And I went and picked it up and it was a little it's a little long-haired chihuahua in a Louis Vuitton a logo covered hoodie with the Supreme logo on the front. I was like, oh no, where did you come from? And I couldn't just leave it. There's still like fucking snow on the ground. There's no one looking for this stupid little dog that's like running around cars on a busy road. So I brought it home, and I told Patrick, "Oops, I did a
Mind you, this
stupid
is how I
thing."
was woken up. I like hear Alex coming in. I'm like,
Hey,
sup? And she's
sup,
like,
man?
hey, I did something stupid. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, you did.
What?
Hey, but turns out you were way more into it by the end of it than I was,
I like dogs.
because we named it Peepo
Well,
Yeah.
Peepo.
for the weekend. It was very cute, but as soon as I set it down in our house, it just like doop 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 ran around and peed on everything. I was
Oh,
like, oh
It was just
shit.
scurrying around, letting out like single like teaspoons of pee on things,
It's
just
just
like the easiest
marking
little
everything.
teensiest teaspoons.
That is the advantage of a small dog. If it's gonna pee inside, there's not a whole lot.
Yeah, you get a little paper towel.
Honestly.
Yep.
Like, hey.
Easy.
Not a big dog that just like there's a puddle right
Yeah,
there. You
he
know.
fucking ruined my
Stop.
floor just now.
I could drown here, actually.
Yeah, but so we kept the dog for a little bit. And like the point was to find the owner the whole time. While it was in my car when I first picked it up, I called Austin 311. I said, I have this dog. I don't know who it belongs to, but this is what it was wearing. Like, can someone come pick it up? And they were like, we can send someone in 24 hours. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna like release it. So that's when I brought it home. I didn't get myself coffee. It was just like, hey.
Oh, man.
But yeah, so we kept it over the weekend for one night. We gave it a little bath. It slept in our bed. It was very fucking cute, but also you couldn't let it out of your sight because he was so quiet and tiny. Like he was just gonna get into something or pee on more shit. So it was like a stressful 24 hours just trying to keep eyes on it the whole time. But he was cute. He was very cute. And we found his owners. Someone posted a poster and it made it to my next door post and called his people up. I was like, what was he wearing when he was lost? And they were like, oh, a checkered red like LV Supreme logo hoodie. I was like, that's the one. But yeah, Peepo arrive and Peepo leave.
People arrive, people poo poo, and then
Peepo
people
poo
leave.
poo a few times.
And you gave it back and you went, check out my podcast.
I'm a
So yeah,
streamer.
every week at
I renamed your dog Peepo. Look it up.
his real name was Richie. His name was Richie, by the way.
Peepo's better.
Oh,
I
it's
think I
not
did a
as
better
good.
job.
Yeah, it's not as good.
But this did confirm one thing for me. I really want a small dog, and I will name it Peepo.
It also confirmed that Mara is the perfect dog.
It did, yep.
Andy hated Peepo. Andy wanted nothing to do with that dog. And I think it's because he just like doesn't like very small animals. He's like, what the fuck? But every
I
time
could
it would
kill
come
that,
up and
but-
like sniff him, he'd be like, "Ugh," like, ugh. He was just like really annoyed and
Yeah, what
making
are
these
you?
sounds.
He's such a bitch
He
about it.
wasn't gonna hurt him, but he was just like, fuck off. But Mara was just like playing with him, and then when she would get annoyed, she'd just be like, please stop and make some noise, and people would fuck off. She's the
Peepo leave.
perfect dog. Mara is the perfect dog.
Mara, you're perfect.
We love you. She would make a great little mama. She'll teach her next little tiny dog to not be such a shit. Because Peepo was such a shit.
Mm.
But he was cute.
I mean, the jacket you found him in.
What did you expect?
Paints a picture of the owner, right?
Our little hype beast.
I like to
I
think
miss
that we on Discord found out about it before you did, Patrick. Like, I hope he got it. That's so funny to me. You're just like,
He was asleep.
everyone on Discord, check it out.
No, it was just y'all. I didn't
Yeah,
post
yeah.
it like
No.
in the. I just
Can you imagine if like his first response to it was on Discord though? That would have been amazing. Like, what
Yeah,
the
if
fuck is
he's like,
that?
while I'm driving home, like,
But I make a pretty big point of not replying to Discord when I wake up.
Uh,
Mm. Just
I'm
not
gonna
a
look
good
at it.
time
I'm
for
not
you.
replying to nothing. I'm not the same person in the morning.
Mm.
I'm not very nice when I wake up. My first instincts are always just like, ugh, punch, just go for the
Punch.
jugular.
oh,
Just ew, fuck you, get out
your
of my. Why are you on my
opinions.
phone? Ew, nah. I'm gonna save it, have some coffee, come back around,
Well,
not shit on anybody and everybody.
But not Peepo. You loved
No, I liked
Peepo.
Peepo. My patience for dogs is very long.
Yes, he was cute. People run. People, it's the perfect tiny dog name, and
I was
and, and I'm
training him
glad
a little
we
bit.
did
I got
it.
him to respond to a couple of my commands.
nice.
And when he would sit, he would always like sit all the way on his hinds and put his fronts up. He was very cute. People was very cute.
He would stand real
He would
well
always
too.
stand. Yeah, he could just
I
like
was
walk
like
around on two.
doing stuff in the
Was-
kitchen, and I'd look behind me, and he was just like on his back legs, fully extended, just like watching me. I'm like, what the fuck? He was a
Great balance,
cutie.
people.
You're people,
Yeah,
not
but-
people. And you just
but he
push him
used
down.
Not people.
Kick him over.
Get down.
Not kick him, just nudge him over. So he's
Yeah.
I need a new Peepo.
People replace.
Replaced.
It's just gonna be pictures of him in the Discord, just being like Peepo, and then anything that he's doing.
Exactly.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah. People sleep.
I'm gonna podcast with Peepo all the time.
People bork.
I was like already thinking about all the great stream bits. I was like, oh man, if I have a little dog named Peepo, I could get Peepo arrives in my chat all the time. I get Peepo leaves in my chat all the time. Little Peepo runs.
Bebedi,
I'm gonna get
a
I guess it's
dog
not really the
jam.
same. I guess I get a Peepo, play some truck driver sim, get a bunch of Monka steers. Be great. Great.
Mhm.
So
Something happened in your week, Gib?
It's
for
true.
me, my week has been very boring. I guess the past 2 weeks, I don't remember what I did 2 weeks ago, but this week I've been studying, which is
Thrilling.
actually a great segue into the next bit. What are we listening to this week? Okay, it
Well,
doesn't.
what have you been listening to while you study?
That's exactly it, because this will come as a shocker to no one, and Alex knows this already. I listened while I was studying to all 26 hours of Star Wars music. Okay.
Oh, wait, okay, hold on though, because when you said you made a playlist of like Star Wars music to study to, was it just all of the Star Wars music?
No. So I
Oh,
listened to
okay.
all
By
of it.
make a playlist, I mean put it all
Played
in one
front to
spot.
back.
No, I listened to all of it, and then anytime something was like too loud or like caught my attention, I was like, no. And then just that for
Okay.
like all of the Star Wars music. And so I've been listening to various songs from the Star Wars soundtracks all week. And I will continue for the next 3 weeks because I have more studying to do. So that's kind of what's up with me. In terms of, I guess, relevant music coming out, like that people would listen to who aren't me. Dua Lipa put out a deluxe album.
Little Poopa Loopa.
Yeah. And
Loopa.
the songs off of that one were like, yeah, these could have been on the album.
Great.
Felt
That's
like
pretty much
it-
Good album.
that's probably like what I've been listening to also, because honestly, Patrick was like, Gib's been listening to a lot of Dua Lipa. I was like, that's right, she put out a like deluxe album, so then I listened to Dua Lipa. But the songs on that were, I mean, yeah, they were good, but
Yeah.
it mostly felt like an excuse to get features on the album. It's like, oh, but now we've got, what is it, Da Baby and this French Angèle or something.
Yeah,
and-
so Fever was on the first album, that French
Okay.
song.
Yes.
But the DaBaby single has been out for a while, I think.
Yeah. And then
Yeah,
there was another one though.
there was the
It just
Miley
yeah,
Cyrus one, but that's actually a
I
Miley
like
Cyrus song that she
Oh,
then
I
put on
thought
Dua
so.
Lipa's album.
Okay, wait. So all of these songs felt like I'd heard them before, and I was like, why is this okay, you're giving me revelations. I need to go look into each one of them because I don't think any one of them are new songs.
Look
She
back.
just put them on her deluxe album. And yeah, okay. And I don't really like Fever. I almost like the French bits more than the rest. The Miley Cyrus one is great, but it doesn't sound like a Dua Lipa song. Fucking, oh my god. Okay, wait, I just need to research this fucking deluxe album because it's a Miley Cyrus song. It sounds like a Miley Cyrus song.
In fact, the title of that song is Prisoner, featuring
Yes.
Dua Lipa.
Not on her album.
Yeah.
On Spotify.
It is the
Prisoner,
one on the
featuring Dua
Yeah.
Lipa. It was there the whole
Oh my
time.
god, it
now.
is.
Yeah.
I didn't even look at that. Well, I saw but then it does like dash Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so okay.
And
And to again, I'm listening to these while I'm driving for the most part or working. So I'm not just like looking at the music. I'm just
Yeah.
like, oh, I thought I've heard this before. But you're right. It says featuring Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa, everything she's done since putting Future Nostalgia out has made me so annoyed. And Future Nostalgia is a good album, but that remix album was bad. I
Was
didn't like
awful.
it. It was really bad. This is just a bunch of existing songs just like tacked onto her existing good album. It's just why Dua? What? Okay, never mind. I'm freaking out. Anyways, yeah. What have y'all been listening to?
I'll have to check that album out. I've been listening to Daft Punk. Daft
Yes.
Punk.
Yeah.
They were in the news. They announced the what's the word I'm looking for? Dissolution? Dissolve? No, what? They're not together anymore.
Yeah.
Daft Punk is now done. They put out a little video that's from there's a movie they made for like previously, Electroma, I think. I haven't seen it prior to that, so I needed that context provided to me by the internet. And they had like the song Touch, which is an amazing song, kind of playing over it, like the closing bit playing over it. So it was really like, it's pretty emotional little video for their end there. So I've been, especially Random Access Memories, because Random Access Memories is one of my favorite albums. Just it's so good. But yeah, I've been listening to a lot of Daft Punk and just kind of taking them in and appreciating them. They, I want to say that like it's them announcing their end felt a little out of nowhere, just because they've always, I don't know, they haven't really been like super active or in the spotlight in recent years. So it's not so much that I didn't see it coming, and more that I wasn't really thinking about it at all. But it sucks that I never got to see them live, because there was that 2007 Alive album, or live album, was amazing, and the show footage from that show looked great, and it was always kind of on my list of shows that I just would love to see, is like go to a Daft Punk show. And unfortunately, it looks like that'll never happen, or currently. I've got to live with
always
that.
come back.
Yeah, I have this hope that
Nobody
like
retired.
I have this hope that maybe like sometime 10 years from now or something like that, they'll do some sort of reunion. It'll be a great chance to just like catch them and be like, yeah, fuck yeah. So, but
yeah, fuck yeah,
fuck yeah, yeah. But
Yeah, fuck yeah.
if you haven't listened to Daft Punk, I recommend them. If you haven't listened to Random Access Memories, that is, again, one of my favorite albums. Like, I place it, it makes like a top 10 of like the 20 teens. For
wanted
me,
on this. We need to get it for our shelf.
If you haven't listened to Daft Punk, go do your homework.
Have you ever heard of Daft?
Hey, yeah.
I wonder to kind of call back to last week, a lot of people were talking about the Super Bowl performance, how The Weeknd has enough, like, we were kind of like, Daft Punk could very well be here for this show because they were expecting features as every Super Bowl show has had. And aside
and
from
they couldn't
COVID, I wonder if this kind of, if he reached out, would they have been like, no, we're working on announcing our retirement right now?
Do you
Probably.
think that The Weeknd could admit to himself that the best songs he's had in years are theirs? I don't think he should invite them to it. I don't like his new shit better than I liked Starboy and Feel It Coming. I think
Well,
Daft Punk gave him some gems.
well, I mean, like, the features at the Super Bowl shows have never been, you made my best music.
True.
Right. It was just something that I thought of that I was like, oh, that's kind of weird.
Would have been a good send off for them. I think the weirdness about like this
Yeah.
announcement
Probably
really
would have
was, like
been.
you said, we just haven't heard from them in years. And when I
Yeah.
saw
They've
that they
always
were
been weird.
deciding to call it quits, I assumed, oh, they're gonna release an album and then that'll be their last one. But there was nothing like
Yeah,
it
it's
wasn't
just
like we're giving you this and then that's it. It was just like, no, we're not.
yeah.
gonna
Again,
do
the
it."
announcement wasn't even like something filmed new specifically for it. It was previous footage of that they had created. Although it was really cool watching that announcement, and at the end, after it does like it shows like their hands like this, for some reason, but in like
They're
the years,
Rockefeller?
yeah, I was like, what's going on there?
Y'all throw
But
the rock up?
and it's a 1993 to 2021, and then after that like fades away, they have a link posted, and it's their like it's defunct, it's their first music video, and it's like just go back and experience it, and it's like I will Daft I will go back and re-experience it all because
What a
what's there is
good
amazing.
No, I can appreciate the rollout because it was probably just a conversation behind closed doors, as they always have done.
Mhm.
We've always gone really long periods of time without hearing from them, so it's not unusual that it comes out like this.
Yeah.
They've been a duo defined by hiding. So I mean,
The
sure.
masks,
Yeah.
the masks are their face, for as far as the artist Daft Punk is concerned.
Yep.
I like to
R.I.P.
walk
Daft Punk.
away when unrecognizable, I'm sure. I mean, people know what they look like,
Yeah.
but like for the most part, they can just like put the helmets down and be like, we're just gonna live our fucking lives now. And
Yeah,
I'm sure
yeah.
that it'll work out for them. And they left an unstained, as far as I'm aware, catalog,
Oh yeah.
you know,
Leave while you're hot.
timeline.
Go ahead.
Exactly. That's a beautiful way to handle your art. I think it's smart as shit. Call it while it's good.
Yeah. Random Access Memories, I think, won Grammys. Like it.
Oh yeah.
It's a beautiful album. It's
Yeah.
wonderful.
I want to add a little anecdote. I think my first exposure to them back in I want to say middle school was the song "Stronger" by Kanye West. I think that introduced me to Daft Punk, and that's just where I learned about them. I just wanted to add that, and I remember that because I didn't know who they were, so I didn't even recognize them in the music video. I was just like, oh man, this is a really cool beat.
Yeah.
I remember Daft Punk. I think I got my introduction because of Toonami, I believe.
Oh yeah,
Because they
yeah.
played Interstellar. Was it like 5,555?
Yeah, I think five, or yeah, however you say
The
it.
story of the secret star system. They played that on Toonami a couple times, and I was like, "What the fuck is this? I'm
Yeah.
12 and confused, but I
Yeah.
like it."
I heard
This is art.
Technologic at a like dance thing. Someone choreographed something to Technologic. And I was like,
Oh.
what the fuck is this?
Flown reminds me.
Whoa, man, why are they blue, dude? Whoa, I don't get it.
Who? Is
like
there
Space
music video
Smurfs.
I've never
Fuck.
seen?
Oh, you haven't seen any like Interstellar?
I'll have to watch Interstellar.
Honestly, I don't think I've watched any Daft Punk visuals. So
Well, we're gonna
yeah.
wrap this podcast and we're gonna watch Interstellar.
Sounds good. Will
Stella.
do. Stella.
I like to think it was a very quick conversation where one of them just like they were just sitting around one day and he just like shot a text off. He was like, "We're probably done, yeah." And he was like, "Yeah, I guess
Oh
so."
yeah.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Well, the farewell video has them like walking in a desert, and one of them slows down, and eventually comes to a stop, and the other one doesn't notice right away. Comes back, and the one that stopped like takes his jacket off, turns around, and there's like a switch on his back. Or they stare at each other for a few moments, and then he like takes his jacket off, turns around, and there's a switch on his back, and the gold one pulls the switch on the silver one, and a timer starts. A 60-second timer starts, and he just like walks off, and he blows up, just explodes, and yeah.
I would hate,
I don't.
and feel free to cut this speculation out because it's not the most brilliant thing in the world, but like I would hate to find out that it's like a health thing.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Because like that, I mean, that image alone, I thought the same thing. I was like, the imagery, one slowing down, the other one having to take notice. It's just I felt like it was telling me like a subtextual story.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, that'll hurt. That'll
Yeah.
hurt so bad.
The only reason to believe, or well, because again, it's all speculation, right? The reason to believe that it isn't is again that it's something they made a long time ago. Like it wasn't made. If it was made, if that was like new to everybody and that was made for that, it'd be like, oh my god, one of them, like, holy shit, yeah. Like
you can't
I
take
was
more
Good
masked
messages.
superheroes from us this year.
Yeah, because not knowing it about it ahead of time, I had that exact thought. I was like, something is like this is something serious. Like, but then like the internet provided the context for me, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe it's just maybe it's just a poetic way to like say the end.
Yeah,
That's what I'm thinking too. Like the meme about like overthinking books in English. And so like they're listening to people say stuff like this, and it's like, I don't know, I just blew up. It was sick.
I was blowing up.
I wanted to blow it. I wanted to blow something up. And don't you ever want to blow something up?
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
The shot is great. It shows the explosion just several times. Like it replays it like from like different angles and stuff. So just
Listening to anything?
You know what?
Patrick?
Yeah, let me jump this in.
Oh, sorry.
Because on the opposite spectrum, it's not about who's leaving us. It's about who's coming back. It's not about what I've been listening to. It's about what I will be listening to.
Okay.
It's Bobby, bitch.
There it is.
I've been saying free
Bobby
Schmurder for
Shmurda.
6-7 years now. And guess the fuck what? He's home, baby. And I'm excited. I'm fucking excited. I love Bobby Shmurda so goddamn much. I'm about to go stream Bobby, bitch, immediately after we turn this off.
And then Interstellar.
We've been waiting for the hat to land for years, and we just saw it pass through orbit. It's coming back down. Bobby Shmurda's hat is in the atmosphere. We're all going to try to catch it. Welcome home, Bobby. And RIP Daft Punk. I saw a meme of like Thanos. It was like, like I freed Bobby Shmurda. It was like, what did it cost you? Daft Punk.
Is that a good trade, you think?
Yeah. Free Bobby.
Bobby's worth the punk?
Bring Bobby home. Yeah, we've had Daft Punk since '93.
Yeah.
It's true.
Bobby's
They're
been
as
locked
old
up
as
since his
my
first big
sister.
singles. We haven't heard any of his follow-up content, and the music field has been shifting rapidly in the last 7 years. We need to hear Bobby. We've heard Daft Punk.
Yeah, for sure.
It's salute to all kings. Salute to all kings.
Daft
But
Punk made their mark.
yeah, exactly. Their footprint is firmly in the sands of musical time. Thank you, Daft Punk. All eyes on Bobby. Free Britney, free Bobby.
Let's go. Let's go. What are the odds you're let down?
They don't exist.
Okay, word.
Those odds don't exist. I've already heard studio snippets. Rowdy Rebel's been going crazy since he got out, and it's been like 3 months of that. Bobby's about to go nuts. There's no way he got picked up out of prison in a private jet by Quavo. It's gonna be hot. Quavo came with luggage full of jewelry and shit. It was black Louis Vuitton luggage that said Schmurda Kit. It doesn't matter what he does. It doesn't matter what he does. It's hot. Bobby, bitch.
It's Brittany, bitch. It's Bobby, bitch.
It's Bobby, bitch. Free Brittany, free Bobby. It's Bobby, bitch.
It's Bobby, bitch. He needs to get Brittany to say that on his next song.
That would be crazy.
Sick.
That would be crazy. That's me. Well,
Wow.
Well,
That was this week. We really were all over the map, huh?
We had a lot to catch up on.
We had
weird week, weird podcast.
We had Gina. We had Nintendo Direct. We had Texas exploding. Free Bobby. There it is. We've covered all the bases, I think.
I love ending on a free Bobby.
Free Bobby.
we're just gonna end on free somebody every episode, huh?
Yeah, we'll pick a
Well,
different
here.
person.
Why don't we cut it right here? Everybody say free somebody. I'll start.
God.
Oh my
With
god!
a
wait.
strong free Bobby.
That's a lot of
I
pressure.
call Brittany. I call Brittany. Think of something, y'all.
She's already been free. You can't do that.
She's not free yet.
Okay.
Just closer.
She's one step closer. Just free Bobby, dude. Free Bobby.
Free Bobby.
1, 2, 3.
I was
Free
gonna
Bobby.
Do you have someone you want free, Brett?
Oh, I was
Who's
gonna say free Elder Scrolls. You know,
Free Elder Scrolls.
Free Elder Scrolls.
I'm gonna pull a loophole. New free Star Wars game. Let's go.
Oh,
free to play.
Star Wars game.
All right.